Hi guys, welcome back to 8 Fine Horsemanship. So I never did a come ride with me video, and I only have 10 minutes of filming, so when it goes out, it goes out. Sorry about that. Like, subscribe, comment. I'm up to 7 subscribers now, and most people would not really care about that, but I never thought I would even get 4, so thank you for all the subscribers. And this is Skyla, and we're just gonna go on a little ride, and I'm gonna ask her for a trot, and I taught her some voice cues, so I don't really have to kick her to go. Trot. Good girl. So I'm sorry about the visual. I don't have a GoPro or anything like that. In fact, all I have is my phone to film on. And I haven't done a video in a while since I got a new job. But I'm going to end up quitting that job because they put me on call and they haven't called me since the beginning of the month. So, yeah, fun times, right? So I just got some muddy roads, and we're just going to be trotting and cantering and walking and working her out and getting her ready for the summer. A lot of people won't ride in the spring. They'll just ride in the summer and get on and work the hell out of a horse, which, I mean, they're used to it, I guess you can do, but I like to start working the young horses like I will in the summer. At least half the amount of work so that their body is kind of prepared. So I'm going to ask for a canter. There, she kind of resisted, so I pushed on her a little bit. We're working on giving her her head because, for whatever reason, when I ride her in rows, as soon as they get their head, they speed up or they buck. So, easy girl. We're working on slowly releasing the rein when I get a nice, easy pace. And what I'll do is I'll run them lap after lap after lap after lap after lap until they keep that nice, easy pace. If anybody's worried about them running on a little bit of hard gravel, there's not much of it, and I'm staying in the track of the car. I'm running him right now because he hasn't got a farrier out in 2 years, and their hooves are long, and I don't know how to trim. So I'm doing it just to kind of trim down their hooves a little. Not doing it to be cruel. Good girl, keep that canter. Good girl, Skyla. Okay. Sorry if you can't hear me because of the wind. I like to pick up their head and kind of help them out on the corners because it is still a little slick and I don't want to go down. So by picking up their head, it kind of tells them to be mindful about where they're going and how they're turning. And for whatever reason, she snorts a lot, she grunts a lot, she sneezes a lot when we ride. I think she's just kind of grumbling to herself. You'll notice this side, she really picks up. Easy, girl. Easy. Trot. And walk. Good girl. So I have to pull up a little bit. I'm going to switch hands because my hand's cramping. Wow, it only took her 3 minutes. And that's just at a slow canter. So we're going to go down here. And the reason we're going to go down here is they're just now starting getting into work this week. So they're still acting quite spooky at snow piles, at rocks. They've been out here for 2 years. We have walked them all over before we ever did any groundwork with them. Just working on leading and stopping and backing on the ground. Moving sideways when cars come. So they have been on this road, God, I lost count how many times in the last month even. Oh, she picked up a little trot. Don't want that, so I'm going to ask her to back. And see what she does when she backs up? She turns because she wants to turn back and go to her buddies. So I'll just kind of give her a little kick and say, knock it off, and walk on. So when they pick up a pace that I don't want, I kind of just give them a small correction, and then I ask them to go forward again, or whatever way I'm asking them to go. And if they continue to do it, I will go one gait faster than what they want. So if they want a canter, I'll do I don't always gallop them, but I'll either do a gallop or a fast canter. And I'll make them do circles. I can't gallop them in a circle, obviously, on a road like this. I will make them do circles, straight lines, stop, turns, like the cutting horses do where they stop and turn. I'll just do all sorts of things where they really have to work and they really get out of breath. And they start to figure out, okay, I need to wait until she asks me. A lot of people want to control the horse, like high control. They can't take a step to the left. They can't take a step to the back. They can't fix their feet if they're standing in an awkward position. They need to stand there. you know, or they need to trot, and they need to keep a fast trot or a baby trot, which a baby trot, in my opinion, some people think as a bouncy trot. I think as a trot where you can't even feel the bounce because that's how slow they're going. And I think that's a good thing to do with horses too, because it really teaches them that they have different speeds. And I know they know that they have different speeds. I like to kind of make sure I can do a little baby trot if I want to, you know. Maybe I want to speed up, but I don't want to speed up too much. So little baby trot's good. So what I do with these horses is I don't want them to be robots, you know. I will sometimes let them pick their direction, but I get to pick their speed. So somebody says, what if they go back to the barn? They go back to the barn, we're going to canter back to the barn. If they're already cantering back to the barn, we're not going to stop at the barn. When they stop, or they are starting to stop because they're back at their buddies or their barn, I'm going to kick them up and we're going to go back where they started cantering and canter them all the way back there. Sometimes I'll let them pick the speed, and I'll pick the direction. You know, you gotta give the horse some type of freedom. Otherwise, why would they want to perform with you? Why would they want you to ride them? You know, it's like a dog. If you do agility 24/7 with the dog, never give it any reward or any treats or any freedom to lay down and catch its breath or run if it wants to run, why is it going to want to perform? Why is it going to want to do it for you? So you're going to see her ears change. She hears the water coming down, and it's gotten louder since the last few days. So you can see it's coming down right over here. Walk on. I'm not asking you to stop. Into there. So, whoa. Good girl. Then we're going to canter back. And it's going to cut off easy. What'd you spook at? Oh, there's some turkeys up there. Don't know if you can see them. They're up there. And then there's a creek coming here. So she's a little spooky because it's gotten louder since the last few days. So we're going to canter back and, or walk on. Whoa. I heard something. We do have the predators coming out now because it's spring. We're going to canter back, and whenever it cuts off, and hope you guys enjoyed the video. And if you like this video, let me know and I'll do more. Today is my Grandpa Bud's birthday. He is 90. He's got Alzheimer's and dementia, so he can't ride, and he loves horses. So this is kind of my little tribute ride. He's still alive. And today's my stepdad's 49th birthday, and he's not into horses as much. So yeah, this is just kind of my little tribute ride by myself to my grandpa. So we're going to ask straight for the canter. I think transitions are very important to practice in a young horse. Just because I'd rather get it under control now than have to teach it later. And it's just my personal preference. It's not a hard thing to teach. It's just personal preference. So there. She picked up a little bit of a trot, but that's okay. So I'm going to give her more rein. Easy, easy. Good. Just because she's got all that rein does not mean she gets to go as fast as she wants. That's another thing to teach. So I'm going to ask her to open up and go. Woo! Now we're going. Come on. Good girl. We're not galloping, we're just cantering, but it feels good. All right, ease up. Easy. Easy. That's her cue to trot. There. That's her cue to walk, and whoa. And good girl. Good girl, Skyla. Good girl. Good girl, Skyla. I think it's important to open them up, because if you always just keep them tight on the rein and at a slow pace canter, the one time maybe there's a family emergency and you got to get going somewhere and you're, you know, a long ways away, or maybe you're almost back, or maybe there's a fire, walk on. Maybe there's some reason you have to get back, you know. You're in a spot where you can open them up. I think it's a very good idea. We're going to change direction here. I think it's a very good idea to open them up, because I've seen a lot of people not open up their horses, and then the one time they absolutely have to for an emergency, the horse doesn't know what they're asking and doesn't listen. So it's about to cut off, and I hope you guys love this video. I hope it turns out, and have a great day. Let me know if you like more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see y'all later. Bye! No, I was just kidding. That's simply illogical.